We loading in.
Ready, go!
Hello, hello. Hello, monkey. How you doing? Here we go. This is, Oracite. Okay, so that's why Agnoob isn't it, because Oracite was their 6th player here in the player draft. They were added as their substitute, getting the crabs in action. Solid Crustal player for sure. Kratos and Oracite working together in this bottom lane. Look on the front charge though, getting to that Audino, and look at where I think this is LPZ. I don't know. Let's see if I can check that out real quick. LPC, obviously a 5-stack here working through. Zan getting chipped in. A9, good to see, making a resurgence after the current buffs. Oracite getting in the grill, and they're working hard on that A9, pressuring hard. Adrian getting pushed back, and of course Esposito, Kratos, and Oracite getting some points in. You love to see it, doing their job and just getting out of there. No worse for wear. Don't overstay. You're welcome. Getting their own Audinos here. We got a little action in the middle as the Zero Aura is chasing down Lutano, one of the best Lucarios we got going in the game right now. Jumping back to base, nothing to write home about there. As the Danger Noodle is in the top lane, Celestial running through that central area here, and look at this pressure, this just over aggressive pressure here by LPC. They're gonna get a berry here. Celestial and Lutano gonna push them back, and the focus now is on the bees as Miguel and LPC is just all over them and kind of outflanking them, outnumbering them here. And look at the Drama Llamas just going down in the top lane. You hate to see it here, but they're holding it down in the bottom. Score is 69-25 in Orange's favor, but that is not games do won on that. I think that's a phrase here that we're going to work on. LPC getting the berries. Look at Hoopa ringing in some points here like there's no problem and no tomorrow. Zan, Adrian pushing back. Kratos still just in the cut working here. We've got a good trick Esposito Kratos combination going, and Crust will find its way to the top, and they're going to try and work through Parka and that Zero Aura themselves. Oracite just running alongside, not engaging, just kind of screening them out to give Lutano time to jump in. Here comes Celestial. Oh, they're going to take the body, and down goes Zero Aura. Parka, I'm sorry, I don't think you are long for this world, as Oracite is on the scene, and they're going to try and box them into this corner here, as Celestial Lutano is going to obviously close the door on them. We're going to go back to the bottom lane. Esposito and Kratos working through, keeping a good eye, and the numbers advantage does seem to be on the side of Orange here. LPC. Esposito going to get some vision for the squad as the just sentient air conditioner here rolling through the middle. And look at that Sing not catching anybody, but that's going to be on cooldown, which means if they want to engage, they can. Celestial, Slow Smoke comes out, slowing down the squad, and Celestial doing work here. Going to come back to the middle, going to try and catch Parka, and they're working through a lot of players down here, but they get just in time back, and that's a big KO by the Duraludon on Lucario there as Adrian pushes through, and they're able to take down the Dragonite here, but Kratos and Esposito's damage output is just too strong, and they're able to take the body, bubble out, and get just a bit of those bees for themselves as Dreadnought's here, 7 minutes on the clock. Look at that presence by Orange. LPC pushing. That's Wigglytuff. That's Lucario. That's Duraludon. Or excuse me, that's A9 with the Duraludon following suit as Zero Aura's in the top lane with Lutano. But they've burned this thing down so quickly. And they're able to come in right at the last minute as Orange to take it with that Lucario. And now you have to think that Drama Llamas are reeling a little bit. They thought that was theirs to win. Adrian going real deep. I'm not too sure what the thought is there, but you're going to get KO'd for your efforts, kiddo. Not sure what you're doing on our side of the map in that level of ignorance. And now good old Drama Llama is going to push Kratos, Esposito working through, Parka getting into the mix. And this Orange squad is aggressive, but they are getting caught with their pants down so many times, relying on those berries, but Kratos picks one up. And now they've got a good presence here in this bottom goal zone, as I think it's not going to be long for this world. It is. Bang. Closed out. Yes, that Rotom was sent down. Lutano's taking care of it in the face of Zero Aura here. But Adrian left alone, and the Duraludon for LPC coming through. And Esposito with the experience share really helping getting the team up and moving right now. Chipping in, we've got a little rock formations forming. We ain't about that Stonehenge action in this bottom path, that's for sure. Esposito, but the Duraludon's pushing forward. I'm going to go see what Oracite's up to. Just running right past Parka because Parka doesn't want any of that action. That Rotom did find its home over there, but Lutano on the babysitting job, a little babysitter's club action, not letting too many points rain in there. But they're going to be able to close in on Parka, Lutano, and Oracite. Look at that level disparity between Lutano and their counterpart in the other lane. Lutano leaving it up to Oracite to close the door, saying you've got enough real estate there to handle it on your own. And let's see if they do. They're chasing, they chip into Parka, they get the damage down. Here comes Celestial closing the door with a hyper beam. Too easy, but now there's two crashing in from LPC onto Lutano. That's a Zero Aura, that's a Duraludon. That's a lot of damage that can be shot in the face of this dog here. And Lutano's going to work through. They get the KO without suffering one themselves. Bottom lane getting pushed. Kratos, Esposito working through. Chase down the Wigglytuff, they get their KO. And let's look at all these picks. They're in the lead here on the Drama Llamas side, but LPC is going to try and make a move for this Dreadnought, going to think that experience is important. Duraludon, the only one on orange right now, holding a relative amount of Eos energy with that 40. But look at this. Drama Llamas ripping it right off the cut, not giving the opportunity to the other team to get in here, and that Lucario is nowhere to be found. They're not going to lose it this time, but now they have the experience and the shields. They're going to push right into the face of orange as they're jumping all over Kratos. Kratos uses the Unite move. So does Esposito, and those Buddy Berries are doing work here as they're able to keep the team up, and here comes Lutano for the save. Gonna punch through and go. A couple players down already. Kratos was the first one to fall here as Orisight was in the top lane. Lutano goes down as well, but what a valiant effort by Esposito to try and take the body here and protect this goal zone. Finally, they have to give up that opportunity as Orisight comes through, and they're going to be the big body up front and letting Esposito take chip shots into the middle. Orisight working through, catching a lot of people with that shot here, and here comes Lutano as their Aura is able to close it out on to our Hoopa. Lutano, though, feeling good, getting a couple KOs. Crustle getting a couple KOs. Orisight making their presence felt here alongside Lutano in this bottom path. And never mind, chalk them up for each for 2. Chalk them up for 3. Come on. Falling like dominoes on orange side, and Drama Llama's still with the lead here. They're able to send Rotom down the path as well, create a little bit of map pressure. Lutano doing work, and now we're just seeing all of purple here staying to their side. Lutano maybe trying to doing a little of a bait and switch here, trying to get Tyrion to commit here, and Adrian as well. And now the chase is on, but nobody moves around the map like Lutano. They're able to take out the Zero Aura, and now Adrian's like, man, I'm stuck in, but they're rocking a hard place. Here comes Hoopas for support. KO Streak 2 for Lutano. Pack her up, pack it in. Esposito and Lutano in the cut here with, of course, that Orisight support. And look at this Duraludon trying to get into the action, and Zan as well. Oh, they're falling like just hailstorm on top of the heads of purple here, and I think they might have just overstayed their welcome as that's a KO, 3 KOs falling down here for Drama Llamas. Let's get to a character we can actually watch. Duraludon, Kratos getting some points and rolling hip to hip with Celestial, and they're the only 2 up for old purple here for the last few minutes. Zero Aura jumping in the mix. They're getting in the central zone, and they're cutting to the top path. Zero Aura kind of finding up. Is that Celestial that's going to go on the hunt here? No, Zero Aura sandbagging it. They're jumping in to get the big berry. Right side takes A9, takes it for, takes the Dreadnought here, but Tyron going to work through Celestial. Celestial going to try and fire up a new Hyper Beam, and it finds its mark, KO. Look at Orisight, how deep they are into the path of the other team here, as Esposito is posturing in the middle because they're going to be responsible for using that Hoopa Unite move and dragging their team into the fight as they're all collapsing on Orisight, but I think Orisight's going to be able to make it out. Hoopa going to posture A9. They've kind of remained hidden. Kratos going to try and give away the game a little bit as we're watching Orange posture. 5 seconds till Zapdos. And Orange LPC is going to need to flip this if they want a shot, I think. Full pockets here on Drama's Llamas. And Lutano's coming through. Esposito's looking. They're in the bottleneck here, and now it's a great spot if you're Drama's Llamas. They're going to be able to bubble them out. Look how just condensed together Orange team is. They're not even going to make a push to this Zapdos as all the moves are coming out, and they're ripping this Zapdos with no presence of Orange there. And the left side takes it here without any issues. Drama Llamas flipped this thing in the face of LPC, who actually needed it, but they showed up too late to the party. As now all of Drama's Llamas going to go in and rain in those ducats, those double buckets. Flat Hundo Burger's going to make it through if Kratos can find its way home here. We're going to jump to Kratos. They're going to make it, I think, unimpeded here, and here is Celestial as well, going to rein it in. And for all intents and purposes, folks, I think this one is over. We are in garbage time as that score has reined up just about to 500. It's all about playing that cautious D, but there we go. And a concession on the nose. Great shout out to Drama's Llamas there, identifying that the only way back into the game was that Zapdos for Orange LPC and closing the door on those shenanigans. Let's take a look at some stats here for the squad. Good ratings across the board. Lutano getting a lot of points in, not the most on the squad, but getting a lot of quality KOs in that bottom path when they did decide to rotate. Taking a look at the battle data here, Celestial 5, Kratos 6, Lutano 7, but who I want to highlight here is Orisight, just an absolute menace with that Crustle, able to get some good KOs off of the almost full team wipe, and LPC was pushing back up the path, was able to just get there right after Esposito was taken out, hold down the fort, deal a lot of damage, a great clip of damage. Lutano followed through and cleaned up the KOs, and they end up getting 5 between the two of them just in that little like 20-second stretch. So a great look there. Damage kind of balanced all around, nothing to write home about there, but just an overall good look. So that's why we had Orisight into the mix. I'm not too sure if Eggnoob... Oh, Excellent is online. Do they want to... I'm trying to get Excellent in the mix here to see if they wanted to cast Smith, but I think they're working through their squad here. And oh no, did they just log out? Do I need somebody that isn't Eggnoob to add me here? We'll see. We'll see if we can kind of sandbag it into the top trainer spectator situation here. As I believe I just have the Lamo screen on. Let's go ahead and put it on me so you guys at least have something to look at. Oh, there's Kratos already. Oh, and they're on Talonflame. Let's go. Love to see it. We're going to jump right into this. So this is, again, Drama Llamas. And it looks like they're facing off against Team Mom. M-O-M. HBK, Heartbreak Kid, Deadly, Malona, Buku, Jen, and Reservation. No reservations about this one. We getting into the action. Let's jump into it. The Double GG Synergy Bunnies team is winning Sunday. Yeah, a Coolager. That looked good. I appreciate the intermatch. Got Kratos and Aura playing. Thanks for the heads up, because we're just lucky. And Kratos is, of course, being considered a top player as they are. We're able to kind of get into this action immediately. Love to see it. Look at this little action here. We're going 2-1-2. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Kratos saying, I want that Talonflame, friendo. Just a dog and his bird. Call it Ladybird. Lane, we're going to call this Lane Ladybird. As the bird and the dog work through here. And just, is that a slowpoke up top? What is happening? A little unconventional action here in the rank ladders as these teams are working through here. No surprise, Esposito Orisight off the Crustle, going with the Wigglytuff here. Esposito just punishing hard. Not punishing hard, but just able to get in the face of this Team Mom here and do some work with those just unique Koopa attacks. And just kind of whip, in, out, bang, stun him. The fact that that's a stun too is absolutely ridiculous to me. Orisight leading the charge, which is where they want to be. Definitely want to get them level 4. We're playing a trick Koopa combination. Oh, and Mom Malona getting caught a little bit, but there's 3 in the bottom lane, and that Duraludon might be able to close some noise out along with the Pikachu. Oh, but just the quick stun. Just the quick stun. And now we're working through in the top lane. That Jigglypuff did go down Orisight, but that was in the effort to save Esposito, which worked. And they're pushing Deadly. Deadly going back. HBK getting caught a little bit with 3 players. That Slowpoke is just so chunky. Is Lutano going to be able to close that on them? No, they bail out as well. A lot of good amount of points going into this goal zone. It looks like Kratos is stacking an attack weight of some sort. As we're going to go to the bottom lane, it kind of feels like this Team Mom is everywhere. Good presence across the map. And now they're diving into those middle contestable Pokemon there to get their experience up that way. And look at Celestial, the Danger Noodle, working through, and they've got a Gibble right above their heads here that I think they're going to let ride so they can get their experience. As Esposito pushes a little bit, Celestial working through their jungle. As I mentioned, is Esposito going to get caught? There's a lot of good orange pressure down here as Orisight's going kind of for some backdoor action. They're going to try and pinch together here to kind of cut them off, and there they are. Just Orisight just getting the points in, really focusing on that tactic here, and not worried too much about taking the body, because they have been just historically outnumbered. Kratos going back, but we've got Celestial, Danger Noodle, and Duraludon working through, and we're going to check back here on Esposito and Orisight, as Orisight might go down here. They get right. Oh, the rollout Wigglytuff with the big chunks. Are we seeing some sort of score? Oh, it's a score composition. What am I doing? Of course that's what they're doing. It's a score comp. That's why they're not taking the body. That's why they're focusing on the goal zones, and that's why we have such a unique composition here. Roll out Wigglytuff, Dragonite with their Unite move, the Talonflame in lane, and of course Lutano practicing score comp Lucario. That's what's going on here. I can't believe I missed it, and it took me this long to figure it out here. But here we go. I mean, that's a whole different look, and we're going to see if Mom can adjust accordingly, because if they haven't picked up on it, they are in for some rough sledding down here, because they are not super concerned about these objectives on the side of Drama Llamas here. And they still take it. Celestial does the hero maneuvers here with the Hyper Beam. Even though showing up underrepresented to that Dreadnought, they're able to take it for the squad here. Going to get that experience, going to get those barriers. And we see a Unite move right on the goal zone. That's going to give all the buddy barrier, all the bonus. And that's an easy score, plus 35. And that loads in the overcap at just 5. Probably would have liked a little bit more here, but beggars can't be choosers. As the Auracite rollout comes through the combo with Celestial's Hyper Beam. And they're able to get a KO streak of 2. And now they're not only are they score comping, they're just body dumping down here in the bottom path, and just a good look by this squad. I kind of feel at this point, did I just make up the whole score squad angle? It kind of feels like I did. It can't be, right? Town Flame and Lane, roll out Wigglytuff, all the signs are there. All the signs are there. And Coolidge are coming through with the big confirmation. Score comp has been confirmed. Whew. I love to see it. 251 to 45. They're up by over 200. And again, they're not too concerned with being under leveled. Just a big fly, diving in, Unite move, sweeping them out, HBK getting caught, Unite move flying by Pikachu to pick them up, and just straight out of there with the fly as Kratos falling just a tad short of the goal zone. But that opened it up for them for a quick score here. And that Rotom is getting sent down too. And now Mom, I think, isn't really understanding what is going on around them. They're kind of getting stressed in different ways that you normally don't necessarily see in lane. But look, that just another Unite move crashing in. And HBK getting with the telekinesis, getting Celestial up. And of course, they are not long for this world as they got picked up by that telekinesis. But look, just because they're score comp doesn't mean they can't go after this Duraludon with any sort of conviction here. Esposito and this Wigglytuff Auracite, especially with having that rollout, can do some damage. Esposito on the retreat, and I think Auracite should be as well. As they use rollout, they kind of get caught a little bit. Of course, they have a huge lead. Score comp, baby. As Auracite is going to fall victim here. Oh, he did. Is that a Unite move to try and hold up, getting the buddy barrier and more points in? Might as well get some points in if you're working through, trying to get the score shield action into the mix as well. And Auracite is just leashing them along for so long. Are they going to get... Oh, come on. And all this time that they've bought them means that Purple Orange Mom here hasn't made it down to this Dreadnought. They're going to be able to take it just with a Hyper Beam. And Mom, I really don't believe, has any understanding of what is going on in this game right now. Whew, take a quick breath, as look how far Auracite has just kind of invaded into the other side. I mean, it feels like we've been at this game for 20 minutes, and for Mom, it has to have felt like a half hour, because we have still about 6 minutes left, as Esposito and Lutano are finding their way to the top path here. Kratos now in the jungle as well, going to get their levels up that way. And these players are just chasing. They're just chasing, but never really closing the door. Look at the commitment here. Are they going to be able to pull? I thought they might have been able to pull Celestial through before they get KO'd here. But Esposito working on the goal zone almost alone, it feels like. Just a Kratos getting sucked up in the air. Here comes rollout. Wigglytuff going to put some pressure on. And of course, I say that 2 players fall for Orange as all the points go into this goal zone. And are they going to be able to close this thing out? Pretty darn close. Leave it at 12. And I think the bottom one is at 7. So, I mean, either one of those is on the brink of just getting shattered here. And that's all part of the strategy. Unlock that home goal zone before Zapdos arrives so you can get some back cap action. Or if you flip Zapdos, just get those easy duckets, those Hundo burgers straight in the face. Action kicking off up top. Lutano working through. They're actually concerned about the jungle here as Esposito's framing up. And all of Orange is chasing, but they still haven't adjusted in a very meaningful way here, as this Garchomp is just sitting in the middle, and they're just nowhere near where they should be. Now that extra shield is down, and Esposito sees an opportunity to commit. Did you see that Shadow Ball chunk damage? Very impressive here. And oh my god, they take Rotom too! And that Rotom, if it makes it down the lane, will be able to break here as HBK's trying to get points in, but that's rather fruitless in the face of Celestial here, as they have so much HP, they're a higher level, and just all of this score composition is really working through. Let's jump down to Lutano to see what they're trying to do. Did they unlock the core goal zone? They did. Lutano unlocked it themselves here, and we have another opportunity for Dreadnought, but I don't think this is as important as how these last 2 minutes are going to shake out from the score composition angle. Look at Lutano just hanging out. Just doesn't even matter. I'll get in there whenever I get in there. No big deal. No big deal. I mean, but I'm trying to take a look what this Orange, I keep calling them Mom because some of them have it in their name, Team Mom here is doing. Celestial just babysitting this goal zone, but doesn't really need to do too much as Kratos and Auracite take that Dreadnought alone. But as this ticker is going down and that Garchomp is finally vetting in Lutano kind of gets, oh, I thought they got sussed out, but no, they're going for that back half action, but the Duraludon is there, and here we're in the middle. They have a huge lead, but the Zapdos is getting worked on the flip. There we go. Esposito is going to pull in the squad with that Koopa Unbound Unite move here. And the Unite moves are flying, and everybody's focused on each other. The level advantage is in the face of Drama Llamas here. And those Buddy Berries are flying, but they're falling like dominoes on Drama Llamas. And let's jump over. The right side team takes the Zapdos here. Are they going to be able to get some back half action? Celestial has 50. Lutano's in the mix. They got 62 going in. So now it's all about how many hundos they get back and how many they can stop. Does it actually matter? It's 497 to 284. The hundos are going in here. 497, 384. Another one goes in. 497, 384. So that had been tabulated. I thought we were behind one. And that's another 50 that they're trying to make the mark here as the skirmish just kind of breaks out. Oh, 642. They're going to need some more points, but look at where the score composition is and all their empty pockets on the right-hand side of your screen. That's not a small difference to make up, and they still got plenty of time here with a minute left on the clock. And now Duraludon's trying to break into this action as Lutano is working through. They've got their pockets with 21 here. That Dragonite's working through because they're trying to get their Unite move up. If they can have a concerted effort of Unite moves, they're going to be able to get this back cap action is. And Kratos just babysitting that core goal zone as well. Lutano goes back. They have enough time to make it across the map if they want. But again, they need to coalesce here and use their Unite moves together if they want to bridge this very, very small gap of 45 points. Look at this Duraludon just trying to keep everybody back, but just the score composition is all over the place. I don't think you can concern yourself with what that Garchomp is doing. They want Kratos to get in the mix. They want to use their Unite moves to really pick them up and just get a fell swoop 100. But they're kicking it off before Kratos arrives. They're buying them time in the top lane. The Dragonite comes in. They close up. What a goal. They're up to 729. But look, nobody's babysitting the talent thing. And Kratos is going to get another 100 with the final buzzer going off. And this one is going to go to Drama Llama's score composition. Orange Mom not able to adjust in time. Wow, what a good look on this score composition here. Great look, great look, great look. Wow, what a game. That was a good game. Look at that, 841 eking it out. And Mom, I don't think they really picked up on what was happening. And if they did, it was just a bit too late. It was just a bit too late. And the fact that Drama Llamas did such a good job picking up... The fact that Drama Llamas did such a good job picking up random players, when I say random players, random objectives. You know, they got the Dreadnought twice. They got the Rotom at least once, you know, send it down the lane to the point where Team Mom had to commit to it. So what a good look there, and what a good taste of something we might see, you know, at the March finals this weekend, because we know we saw last time EU played some score composition. And there was definitely a score comp team in the top 16 in the February finals as well. Clean finish for the Llamas. Was that their last game, Coolager? Do you know if that's the last game for the Llamas here, or are we still going? That might be their last game. I know they were trying to look at getting a practice in for about an hour and a half. Nope, Kratos is playing. Am I blind? Havoc is not who I want to follow. Let's see. Ranked match. Maybe it just hasn't. Maybe I'm not far enough in yet. Maybe we just aren't far enough in yet. We'll give it a second here. Okay, Egg Noob's in, so we'll be able to watch from their perspective here in about a minute. So we're going to go ahead and do that once we do get them live and going here. I'm going to try and, yeah, they're doing it again. Celestial's bringing the spice. Excited. Okay. Let's see if we can go to spectate mode here. Friends, we've got some of those. Hopefully it kicks up here soon and we'll get it done. Arceus, I guess is how that's pronounced. RNG Arceus. I do like that name. It's clever. Just casually waiting. Coolager, Legend being in here. Of course. Alright, well, we're waiting out. So, Does anybody have any predictions here? Well, let's talk about it a little bit for the Unite for Ukraine tournament. Any predictions on who's going to win? A lot of good squads out there. A lot of high-quality squads out there. See if we can jump on. That's not what I wanted. Somebody do me a solid and test to see if we have the exclamation point humming in here. There we go. All right, here we go. Egg noob, let's get in there. Egg noob. Wiggly Tuffin. Yeah, finally got it working, Zoinks. Finally got the donate link working here. Unite for Ukraine. I like Sabrina and Starbunnie squads. I'll be honest. I know this is kind of like a super corny. K Crab is back on the bench. Come on, Orsite. We had such a good time with you when you were playing.
Ready?
Crab looked good.
Go!
I mean, all the teams to me. I know this is like a super corny response, but all the teams to me looked great. What are we doing? Is that Celestial Jungle? Excuse me? Okay. Okay. Alright, we about that action. I can't wait to see how this shakes out. And I'm pretty sure that old Orange isn't going to figure out what's going on here too quickly. As Egg Noob, Esposito, and Kratos are working through this bottom goal here. Lucario scoring up top, no news there, as we already have an Eldegoss rolling through. Are we going to do like a center area swap here? Egg Noob rolling through. I love that little like just cotton ball rolling through. Not cotton ball, I guess it's more of like a marshmallow roll through. As Egg Noob Kratos is posturing really well in this bottom goal zone here. Duraludon up top, the central area player for Orange up top, putting some pressure on Lutano, but they're getting that mad levels of support by that level 5 Celestials. They're getting some points in here. I just love to see it. Look, there's no limits that can't be tested when it comes to Pokemon Unite. That's without a doubt. We are too early in this game to really understand everything that's going on here. Lutano putting a lot of pressure on Eddie Mutz. Gonna just bully them back a little bit. Lutano feeling good in their space that they're in. Going back to the bottom lane here, Kratos, Egg Noob, and Esposito are working very well together, and they might get themselves a KO on the Wigglytuff. No, Blue Kiro getting pushed back, getting pushed on here as Esposito is trying to get in the face. And this is not a slouch of a squad across the way here as Egg Noob is getting into the mix as well. Blue Kiro, no slouch, of course. Momo pushing, good pressure, Esposito, Egg Noob holding back. And I'm still trying to sort out what's going on with this Eldegoss. Whew, I'm about that action, dog, that's for sure. Slash getting caught a little bit, but good pressure, and Egg Noob and Esposito are forced to retreat, despite them catching Slash kind of unawares and on the back end of their goal zone here, or back end of their map space here. Kratos coming in, that's going to be that damage output that supported Esposito to really help close the door on some of these KOs. And Momo getting a little froggy, getting a little ahead of their britches here as Esposito gets in, chips in, and stuns them real quick. Egg Noob getting sussed out, not too difficult as they're harnessing the trick here. And they get caught with a Singer pushing on Blue Kiro, slashing, playing way forward as a tank should. And here comes the Duraludon. Are they going to put the pressure on, close it out on anybody? Surprised nobody fell there. Just good work back and forth, moving between the tall grass, etc. Slashy just willing to commit though. Goes all the way in. Kratos going to be able to fight from their goal zone. And the Duraludon still gets taken out here by the opposing Duraludon. As they're getting pressured in their goal zone, they're forced to babysit, which pushed them off the bees completely. Esposito is playing forward, which is worth noting here, but here comes the Eldegoss, here comes the Duraludon, and now Drama Llamas are going to have the numbers advantage in this bottom lane. Blue Kiro pushing, and so is Lutano here, and that's a scary sight, as that sends all of Orange reeling back to their goal zone to kind of play it safe here. But they're showing up for Dreadnought, and they want this experience in a bad way. Look at Orange moving together, getting caught. Is that an E-Speed action? Yes, it is. Look at those E-Speeds going through, and Lutano's mowing through the squad like a John Deere in grass that hasn't been cut in just too long, and all the snakes getting snipped up there. Lutano looking great with a KO streak of 2 for the Eldegoss, KO streak of 3 for the Eldegoss. What is it? We just have the what's that called? Pollen Puff working through here. Celestial and company. We see the Unite moves flying to help pick up Celestial. The jungling Eldegoss here. Esposito playing forward, and they're all over this goal zone, pushing. As the Duraludon probably should be in the action for Orange here. What they're not is that's another KO for Eldegoss. Make it 2 more. And you just can't stop this Cotton Ball in tandem with Lutano. It seems to be working out great, and the whole squad's working around it, and they've all bought in. Kratos goes down, playing a little far forward. Agnew going to buy some time for Esposito to retreat, and Lutano just going to go into that central space there to see if they want to get any of those wild Pokemon. They do not. Wow, I am just this Eldegoss in the center path, center area is really working out here as Duraludon, Kratos pushing forward, and they're going to get a free reign on these beasts for at least a moment. Decides not to chip in until just now, and we already saw that other Duraludon coming across the corner here because we have the action on the pips. OG was taken, so we are truly seeing a match between two, I believe, two Unite for Ukraine teams here, or at least some players that have been drafted. We know for sure OG was. Agnew pushing forward. I believe actually OG was taken on to Red Love squad. So maybe not. Maybe just playing in a 5-stack here and trying to work through what this squad is doing on the ranked ladder. Celestial going to play it from a little bit behind. They're picking up all the buffs here from that central area, and Kratos pushing forward. Oh, they get just edged out on the clicks there as Agnew and everybody get teleported into the bottom path because there's a Dreadnought on the horizon, and just good pressure by Esposito, really keeping back this Orange squad here. Slashy, I'm shocked that Ninetales didn't go down. They had such a huge chunk of damage here. Lutano's leading the charge, so Wigglytuff going to be able to make a hero play. They're not, and now they're going to catch that Wigglytuff because they were all out of sorts there. As OG was taken, is moving up top, so is Esposito, so is the Duraludon, and of course Lutano with the big jump across the way. Let's see what Orange is working on here. They're just working through. We're just working through our general contestable Pokemon right now. Look how far Agnew is, just trying to suss out and get vision on the squad, and that's exactly what they need if they're going to try and get some free reign on this map. Big pressure here in the bottom goal to the bottom goal zone by Orange. They've got 4 of their 5 players right here. They're using a Unite move. They're not about Agnew at all. That is one fried egg as that Hoopa Unbound just laser beams them in the chest, sends them packing. One toasted marshmallow down, and that's another goal zone eaten. Esposito jumps right into the cut, though. They're feeling good about their situation. Level 1, are they going to pull people in? Do they have a Unite move? We're going to take a look here as that OG getting caught a little bit into the Audino space, and now there's 3 players for Drama Llamas able to pressure OG, and they get taken out. KO streak of 2 for Kratos, and now the tide seems to be stemming the other way here. Lutano getting into the middle action. Slowly but surely, Drama Llamas making their way into that top path as Orange is kind of trying to get all the wild Pokemon they can. And I can't say enough about Celestial, level 13 here with this Eldegoss. And we're gonna follow them for a bit, see how they jump into this action. That's a Leaf Tornado. Just taken to the skies here, using Unite move, chipping everybody back, buying a lot of space here. And does Purple have the wherewithal to close out? Doesn't look like they take the body on anybody here, as Lutano is down on HP. There were ones just hard sneeze away from getting taken out, and Lutano jumps back to base on that enormous pumpkin here. James with Lutano and the giant pumpkin, kind of like James and the giant peach, just a little different. Not here nor there. Dreadnought's back in 3 seconds. Let's see where the action is. Let's jump down to Kratos. They're just chipping in, and they've got good presence in this bottom path, and really a character to contend with if this Orange team wants to get to Dreadnought. But winning the Rotom has split the attention, changed the map pressure where the pressure relief valves need to be for Orange, and they're going to get this Dreadnought pretty much for free, as Lutano's going to try and hold this goal zone to the best of their ability. Actually, it allows it to just fall here. Doesn't want to overcommit. And at least that's a concerted effort where Celestial and Esposito can help support them. Look at Orange all around that central area already. They're working through. Esposito, you know they have the Unite move. You know they're going to try and pull in the squad when they can. Let's take a look. Agnew is just really going to try and get vision. All the purple group together. Oh, they're just ripping it here for Orange. And there we go. That Zapdos is getting absolutely melted, but it doesn't matter. The Hoopa takes it. Hoopa Unbound is just too darn strong. And now we're going to be raining in those hundo burgers, those straight ducats, as Kratos is able to get a KO streak of 2. Back cap action is trying to start on the side of orange, but look at all those 50s. Look at all those 50s that are going to be reined in. And now it's almost Fisher-Price. We've just got to babysit our goal zones, not get too ignorant, and we're going to be able to close this thing out. Lutano literally sitting in the goal zone themselves to just play some defense. Kratos and Esposito playing forward. Nothing wrong with there. And a concession forced out of the orange squad. Take a minute here and take a look at look at these numbers. You can send friend requests here. Cool. Kratos just kind of felt all over the map. 11 KOs, Celestial 7 KOs. What were they trying to do? Get this Celestial, this central area Aldegas, 40k damage. 40k damage. What did they play with? Leaf Tornado and Pollen Puff. You love to see it. Try new stuff. And in this particular case, it totally worked. Hopefully we have another game here coming up. I'm going to try and take a look at who I'm following, who I can follow. Let's jump back to the friends, because I theoretically have some of those. I keep going to friends instead of spectate. Alright, we're going to wait a second here. Wait a second to load up. But like we were talking about before, I'd love to hear some predictions on to who we think is best poised for the Unite for Ukraine tournament, which, by the way, exclamation point, donate. Get into that action for sure, because it is for a good cause. It is for a good cause. And honestly, off the back of doing the podcast and doing some solo casting, and of course the how I like to do it with the approach I have, it's kind of stressful on the voice. So I might just do one or two more just for fun. We'll see how the next one goes. We'll see how the next one goes for sure. But I would love to hear what you all think about this particular thing we're doing, what you thought of the draft, some things you maybe would like to see in the future. If Unite Mikes, myself, and Zoinks are able to get back out there and, do something like this, would be great. But Egg Noob is loaded in, so we're going to jump to that action here. I mean, these are names I recognize here. Hash, Zarok. Come on. Look at the Blissey. Oh, we're back to score comp here. We're back to score comp here. No, we're not. What am I talking about? Yes. Yes, we are. Full heal. Are we? Are we not? Are we? Are we not? It kind of feels like if you go Dragonite with Goal Getter, that's kind of the direction you're going in, especially with laning Talonflame. Probably just working on a different angle here, right? Just trying to work on some new stuff, make sure they have all the tools at their disposal that they're ready to bring for this Sunday. Look at this Greedent. Is that going to be an invading Greedent? It looks like it is. I kind of want to keep track of that. Is anybody going to adjust here for Drama Llamas? Going to go help this Greedent, help Celestial out as Hash gets in there. Hash is working for Celestial, already level 4, and this Dratini might be able to do some good work on this Squovit, I believe, as they're working through. And Celestial all content with just going for the body here, and who claims it? I think Hash did. So now the pressure's on, and Celestial just forced it. Like, I guess I'll try and get this crab here. But here comes that just pesky squirrel coming through. And now both are level 4, and somehow the Squovit has managed to turn the tide a little bit. But they've left Celestial, the Aldinos down here, which is a good look. And of course, we're going with the score composition, so maybe the green jungle invading isn't too bad. Lutano getting hung out with Kratos a little bit, as there's 3 in the top goal, 3 in the top path. Zarok, Hash putting the pressure on. They're able to take out Hash before it can become a greedy. But now Era all over the bees, and Lutano just able to get, I think, the big bee there just in time, as Zarok putting good pressure on Kratos and Lutano to send them reeling. But Orange is already peeling off. They've got other responsibilities to do here. Celestial's working through with Esposito, and they're just getting their points in. This has to be that score composition that we saw earlier. Esposito Celestial working well. I believe that's Nebula holding it down here. Zarok kind of gets the backside of them and can put the pressure on, kind of a pincer maneuver here. But Celestial goes back, but the action does not stop in the bottom lane here. Egnu playing very far forward. They have a rollout Wigglytuff. We will see. We haven't really followed them too much. And of course, on cue, there it is. And that Squovit still not agreed quite yet. Still trying to jungle invade. Still getting the face of Celestial. But Celestial getting the level up. Should have a good opportunity. And I think they're leaving the Squovit to their devices, which means it might evolve shortly here. We're gonna see how this works out here. Hash. Oh, Celestial plucks it in front of Hash, which means Celestial has a good opportunity for a KO if they can chase it down. The Danger Noodle all over that squirrel and gets the big time KO, and that's what they're looking for there to keep those shenanigans down. I mean, this cannot be going as the orange team drew it up. Just still having your Squovit be a Squovit, not a greed. I mean, that ain't good. Oh, look at that berry pouch. Just perfectly and meticulously placed to keep Agnew up into the goal zone here. As Zarok and everybody pushing through. But unstoppable Agnew with the rollout, keeping some good pressure on. And they've maintained the goal zone until Celestial can come in. And they might be able to close the door on a couple of these players. But of course, I say that. And Duraludon says, Kirk, you are wrong yet again. Zarok getting pressured on. And they're going to KO. Agnew could not be any lower of HP if they tried, as Kratos is going to dive on top of this Blissey and smush that pink egg Pokemon into the ground here. Lutano putting pressure on Hash. Hash a little bit under leveled. They'd like to be a little bit higher. They're going to close it out. They are. No problem there. Nebula not able to pick them up, maybe with a trick or a Hoopa ring of some sort here. Era putting good pressure on. They kind of late to the party, but that's a big surprise wearing that new Sphinx Hollowware. You love to see it as Kratos putting pressure on Era to get them scrambling. Is Lutano going to close it out? They are. The E-Speeds are just nasty with it. Absolutely nasty with it. Now Kratos dives in, and they're going to try and clean up the trash here, and are going to land on Era. They are. KO streak of 2 for Kratos, but all they were doing was buying time with that Unite move so they could get their 24 points and close out that goal zone. And now Celestial and Kratos are all over Era, and they've got it if they want it, if they want to chase it. But no, the Blissey showing up to give that support is just enough to send them packing. And look at where all these players are. Agnew especially playing forward, filling their pockets, and just trying to get some points in, but also taking some experience off the side of the map here for Orange. We see the scoreboard sliding. The levels are very much so in favor of the Drama Llamas. I mean, Orange can't even really contest any of this stuff. They're just so underleveled. Even Agnew poses a threat here in the face of all these level 7. And Zarok is level 9, but that's lower than literally almost everybody on the side of Drama Llamas here. And that rollout coming through, Agnew's going to try and close the gap on Zarok. Zarok does have that good buddy barrier HP in front of them, that stop squishy spot. That's a Unite move onto Zarok to kind of keep them up by the Blissey, and the Unite move comes through, and that's one KO for Agnew, and here we go. Kratos closes out on the Duraludon, and just great work in that top lane, sucking out some of those Unite moves, and of course, the score composition locks down the Rotom, and they're pushing kind of in a cohesive unit down the path. Esposito deciding to bail. Celestial works through and works in the face. That Unite move catching a couple, wiping them off and trying to open up that goal zone. Celestial not able to get any points in. Now the Unite move's coming in. And they're not going to use it. They're going to use it to maybe cheese a KO and come through the bottom goal zone with the 40. Look at, they activated their buddy barrier, went through the portal, land on the goal zone, and close that thing out right in the face of this orange squad. And look where everybody on purple is. And look who everybody on orange is contending with. And they have all the firepower in the world to close this thing out. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And we just have to take a look at Agnew doing the Lord's work up in this top path here, just in the face of all these. Oh, please get this in. Please convert this 8. Oh, I wanted it so bad, and I think Agnew did too. They thought for sure they had it, and just that would have been just a snuff of the nose in the face of this orange squad here as they are reeling to this score composition. Finally, Orange, though, going to get some points into their own in this top goal zone. Maybe close one out, but here's Celestial to keep that damage from being done. And just another Unite move by Kratos coming in, forcing Unite moves back out the other way, and the goal zone still stands. So this defense is robust. Don't give up on it, kids. Lutano coming in. Celestial using the Night, and they're taking KOs. The best defense is a good offense, and Drama Llama's got it in spades here in this game with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left. And look, just a desperate attempt to try and score is Era, and Kratos is going to try and dive on him to stop that. Boom! Half that HP just eviscerated by Kratos, and that sends the Lucario scrambling. Esposito not even about that right now, just says, hey, you did your duty, you protected our goal zone, I'm not going to get in that mix too early, too unnecessarily either. This Rotom is up. There is a second tier goal zone still up for Team Orange, and one that certainly the Drama Llamas are going to try and close out. Egg Noob on the forefront, using a Dazzling Gleam, trying to chip into some damage. Is that a Hyper Beam closing it out? It is. They have a huge lead, and they're going to compound that interest. Unite moves are flying for orange here, as all of purple is sent reeling down the lane, but I don't think they particularly matter, as they're returning to base, and Kratos is literally working down here by themselves. And look, all of orange still has to babysit that Rotom that was sent. Yes, they closed out a goal zone, but they're still down by almost 200, and that can't be where they want to be. Kratos almost getting caught as the Duraludon and the Greedent are rolling through, and there the chase is on. They're putting the pressure. But Kratos, with good evasive maneuvers here, able to get out of the mix and look, going right into the tall grass where they just fired those errant shots. Esposito sandbagging. They're going to try and get these 33 in. The collective effort of this team is important because they want to coalesce their Unite moves together. Zeroku's kind of sussing it out and getting in there, and so is Error. They're putting the chase on Esposito. Esposito getting supported by Egg Noob. Good look there. And we know that's a rollout Wigglytuff, so no Sings on this afternoon, as Celestial and Kratos, Esposito are all bunched up together, and they're leaving Lutano into the middle by themselves. They have a huge lead. Do they want to press on it more, or are they going to try and dive on these teams while they can? Look at this. The orange team needs all the points. They kind of need Zapdos, but they can't even get out of their goal zone here because of this kind of just suffocating defense that that Drama Llamas kind of has around. Oh, and the Unite move flies by the Hoopa. That means we can get sucked through, the orange squad says, and that's their express lane to the middle goal zone. Celestial going to just hang out and try and poach here, but look at where everybody on Drama Llamas is. We're going to try and keep an eye on how many goes in. Oh my God! And Celestial takes it. Absolutely disgusting maneuver. And Esposito uses their Unite move right in the goal zone here, and these points are falling fast, and this scoreboard and this lead is getting stretched like taffy, as Esposito is just doing everything they can with this Hoop Unbound to deal critical amounts of damage. And I'll tell you what, if I was the orange squad, I would have packed it in just then too, because things were getting nasty.
You win!
Well, friendos, I'm going to throw it back to the Boost solo scene. That was just a quick little ride. I know the stream hasn't been going on too long for this particular section, but I just wanted to highlight some of the Unite for Ukraine stuff. ! Donate for those of you that have the ability to, or the willingness to, of course. Actually, I believe if you click that link, you're going to get an awesome merch option as well, which is something that looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So, yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in today. I know it's short, but it's appreciated. There's a bunch of you in here, so please, peace, love, and hugs. I actually took one of the emotes off of my personal stream, which is kind of like the Kirk screaming into a mic casting, to make it our first emote here. That's going to get subbed out once our new ones are made. We're going to have Duckets. We're going to have Hundo Burgers. We're going to have an Overdunk. And of course, we're going to have some sub badge icons as our content continues to grow and roll out between myself and, as I call them, my PIC, my partner in casting, my partner in commentary, Zoinks Cast. So please give them a look on Twitter at ZoinksCast. Give them a follow, of course. You can follow me if you want at doobsnax, DOOBSNAX. But please, most importantly, follow at Unite Mics to make sure you're up to speed on everything that we're working on. The Overdunk episodes, the wonderful teams that Zoinks gets on that, the individuals, the amazing individuals that I bring on to Late Night Unite. And of course, everything we're doing in between. We're constantly trying to come up with new content ideas, casting opportunities. So any bit of support helps in that regard. So I am tired. I'm going to bed. I'm going to drink a tea because I feel like my voice is roasted after 2 straight hours of just yammering on. But again, peace, love, and hugs. Be safe out there. I appreciate you. Thank you.